Let's be real, y'all. Men have one of the most, the Manosphere is one of the most powerful voices on the internet today. Okay. We are hearing what they're saying. They are being very clear about what they like and what they dislike. And I think a lot of women take issue with that because we are not meeting the preferences that they say they want. We are not meeting the standard. If I was meeting the standard, I wouldn't have an issue with your standard because I meet it. But I have issue or take issue with your standard when I don't meet it, when I'm not the preference, when I don't feel like I'm desirable. That's what it boils down to, is the fact that we want to be desirable. And when we don't feel like we're desirable and we feel like we're being rejected by what they're saying their preferences are, we're coming at, we're aggressive. We're, poking holes and diminishing what they're saying, discrediting them. But that's their preference and they're entitled to their preferences.
Go ahead, tell them.
Here are some reasons. Here are some reasons why my wife is mad at me right now.
And you guys can tell me who's wrong in the comments because this is...
Please do. Reason number 1. I opened the door for another woman.
That is disgusting.
She was in a wheelchair.
She had arms.
I don't know what you expected me to do.
She could have pushed the handicap button.
Okay.
I have every right to be mad about that. You might as well have just taken her face and started making out with her. It's the exact same thing.
Whatever. Reason number 2. I texted my ex-girlfriend in her dream.
That was by far the worst thing I think you've ever done.
The key thing here is I did not do it.
It wouldn't have happened in my dreams if it wouldn't have been real.
Even if this is a skit, these are very real things that men have experienced. I've heard men say that they opened a door for a woman 34 years ago and he still hears about it today. And his woman probably remembers all the details, even the time and place, even what he was wearing, even what she was wearing, even what the other lady looked like. Ladies, these are things that men get frustrated over for you being mad at him because they really don't mean anything to him. And he only wishes that he could say that and that you could believe him.
Oh, where do we even start with this masterpiece of marital immaturity? The sheer audacity of getting mad at your husband for opening a door, a basic act of human decency, is just chef's kiss for entitlement gone nuclear. Let me get this straight. The guy was being polite, and somehow that translates into a betrayal worthy of a Shakespearean tragedy? Make it make sense. Men, take notes. If your wife or girlfriend ever pulls a stunt like this, it's not just a red flag. It's the entire semaphore system at full alert. Run, don't walk, don't jog. Full-blown sprint toward freedom, because this level of possessiveness is just the tip of the iceberg. If she's throwing a fit over door holding, imagine what she'll do when the stakes are higher. Texting a female coworker, talking to a cashier, breathing near another woman. Congratulations, you're guilty until proven innocent. Oh wait, you'll never be innocent in her eyes. To the guy in this situation, my condolences, buddy. You're not married to a partner. You're married to a jealous child in adult clothing. And here's the kicker. Her reaction has nothing to do with you or the woman you opened the door for. This is about her insecurities and her need to control every single aspect of your behavior. She's not mad at the door. She's mad that she can't install a thought police app on your brain. And let's talk about this entitlement to jealousy. These people think the world revolves around them, that every smile or polite nod is a declaration of war on their fragile egos. Politeness doesn't equal romantic interest, Karen. Being a decent human being doesn't mean your husband is plotting to leave you for the next person who walks through the door he so graciously held open. What's worse is the slippery slope this behavior leads to. If a man can't even perform simple acts of kindness without being interrogated like he's starring in an episode of CSI, relationship trauma, where does it end? Today it's a door. Tomorrow it's, why did you smile at the barista? Or, who were you texting? Your mom. Sure, likely story. Spoiler alert, there's no end. It's an endless loop of insanity. And guys, let's call it like it is. Staying in a situation like this is a one-way ticket to misery. Imagine living life walking on eggshells, terrified that holding a door for a wheelchair user might spark a full-scale domestic meltdown. One commenter nailed it. This dude just realized he's a few years into a life sentence. For the women cheering her on, girl, stop. You wouldn't want to be with a guy who didn't hold the door for others because, let's be honest, you'd call him rude, inconsiderate, or even not man enough. This double standard is as transparent as her jealousy, and it's embarrassing for everyone involved. Final word, dude, run. File the papers, book a spa day, and thank the universe for dodging a lifetime of insane arguments over imagined betrayals. Better yet, hold the door open for your future lawyer on the way to filing for divorce. You'll feel better about it, I promise.
Do you think that American women are unmarriageable?
Here's the answer that most men will tell you. We don't just think it. We know it. Now, it is a legitimate question you're asking, and it's one many women are asking. Why aren't men wifing us up anymore? Why aren't they even asking us out? Now, in her video, she brings up things like women have become more promiscuous and stuff like that. And to a certain extent, that might be a fair point. I mean, the average guy doesn't look at a woman with a high body count as someone who's wife material. He'll look at her as, well, you know what material. The real issue right now is the complete and utter lack of respect that today's modern women have for men. They don't respect us as human beings. They don't respect us as men. And they say it all the time. Oh, they won't say it directly, but they'll say things like, we don't need you anymore. You don't serve any purpose in society. You're the old way. It's women's time now. And men have heard that over and over again. And the other part of it is they have this preconceived notion of what a man is supposed to be and what he's supposed to do. And what is he supposed to be? Very simply, perfect, as in not a single flaw.
The audacity of entitlement wrapped in rejection denial mode. This woman isn't just towing the line of inappropriate. She's sprinting past it like she's auditioning for Worst Behavior Hall of Fame. The guy says no because he has a girlfriend, a simple, respectful boundary, and she takes that as a cue to double down like his loyalty is a personal challenge to her ego. Yikes. Let's get one thing straight. No means no. Isn't that the mantra? Or does it conveniently not apply when a man is the one saying it? Imagine if the roles were reversed. He'd be crucified, branded a creep, and probably trending on TikTok as Exhibit A for why men are trash. Yet here she is, pressing on as if his fidelity is her hurdle to clear. It's not attraction. It's about winning a power game she invented. The reality is, she doesn't even want him. She wants the satisfaction of knowing she could take him. It's the twisted dopamine hit of proving she can undermine another woman's relationship. Because loyalty, sisterhood, or basic decency clearly aren't in her vocabulary. And the fact that she's offended by his rejection? That says it all. She's so accustomed to doors opening for her, compliments raining down, and men bending over backwards, that no is like a foreign language she refuses to learn. She doesn't want him, yet she also doesn't want him to deny her. It's entitlement on steroids, with a side of bruised ego. And let's talk about the guy for a second. He's too polite. Sir, you don't owe her an apology or a soft letdown. If someone disrespects your relationship and pressures you to cheat, you have every right to shut it down hard. Being nice only emboldens this type of behavior. Boundaries exist for a reason. At the end of the day, her actions are a mix of arrogance and insecurity. She's not mad because she likes him. She's mad because she couldn't manipulate him. Women like this don't just hurt men, they also betray every woman who values loyalty and respect. Guys, take notes. This is a neon sign to get the hell away, and women, please, hold your peers accountable. It's long past time this nonsense stopped being swept under the rug. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.